Hi, Tony Bradshaw with AddSomeToYourIncome.com to talk about how to increase your passive income when you are creating things that others want to buy. This idea, I'm actually going to show you something I have created that others are wanting to buying. Anyway, here we go. So let's dive in. As we look at passive income, we define that as you worked in the past. You made the plans during winter, you prepared the ground in spring, you did the watering and the weeding all summer long. It turns into autumn and it's time to harvest and get the produce to the market to be able to sell what you have created. Today is one of those days where I get to see a product that has made it all the way to harvest time. Before I go into that, let me go a little bit more about passive income. There's a lot of work along the way. There's a lot of work well before you actually get to sell the product. For most individuals, as you go to master your craft and become a master craftsman, it is years. It is a million hours. It is 1,000 reps of 100 apiece. It is a lot of work before you're finally at the point that you are harvesting. With passive income, there are a few things that can go faster than that. Where the season is short, there are vegetables that grow during the cool season that are ripe within a matter of weeks. Most of the produce, though, it's once a year, large harvest in August. That's how it works for most things. About creating. I'm not here to tell you what to create. And you might find yourself creating things that are actually outside of like what you're certified in. You may find yourself creating things that are valuable, which do not fall within what others would expect out of you. But it's where you're getting creative. It's where you compose. It's where you make. A word of caution. Do not use your hobbies as things to make money. Nowadays, people are like complimenting others by saying, wow, this is so great, you could sell it on Etsy. It kind of removes from it the hobby feel of it when you're being encouraged to sell it. Do keep your hobbies and enjoy them. And the word of warning is your hobbies, you're not going to want to turn them into your business or your way of making income where it's no longer a hobby. It becomes the grunge work that you have to do. And you don't really want to do that. You'd rather see it as just something you can do in your free time. For me, that's doing yard work and landscaping. I enjoy that. It's a hobby. If I was expected to do that as a small business or as a business owner, or if I was expected to do that to make money, it would lose its enjoyment for me, my ability to have my free time spent with a shovel in the dirt or down on my knees pulling weeds or planting flowers I know will come up in the spring, even though it's fall. That's what I enjoy doing as a hobby. I wouldn't want it to be for work, for pay. So a warning on that. The things that you're creating that you're going to sell are things that you know others will want to buy, that you see, you enjoy making, but not at a point of it being a hobby or your pastime. Because there'll be that day where you've got to keep creating and you realizing it no longer has that leisure feel. It's now an obligation. At the same time, I do have a water bottle right here. At the same time, it should be, I have something tickle my throat. Yeah, I have water bottles in random spots around the classroom right here by this whiteboard. My students know it, notice it too. Anyway, it's for that moment right then. And you need it. Okay. What was I saying? I was saying your hobby and when you do create though, you do want it to be something you're passionate about and you can get into and make and have it move forward. All right, I have something to show you that I have created that others want to buy. The product, it's been months in the making. it's actually kind of been years in the making, but really it's been the last few months. I had an idea. I had an idea for getting onto Etsy. I had this idea and I went to a designer. I think I can almost call her my designer because we've been able to create a few things and work well together. She has the Etsy account. She puts it up there under her name. I'm with some ideas. And it's been really neat to work with this person. Her name is Candace Spence. And Candace has been able to take some of my ideas and then make it her own. And what we just wrapped up, it's kind of exciting. This is right before Mother's Day when I'm making this video. By the time it posts, it will be after Mother's Day, but this is right before Mother's Day. We have created a design that says World's Best Mom. Okay, right? Oh, not a huge deal, right? There's lots of stuff that's out there that's saying World's Best Mom or World's Greatest Mom or things like that. So my particular creation is something that others will want to buy, but it's specific others. When you go to create and you're actually creating something, you're going to find that you eventually get down to a target market. You know who it is you are taking the product to. You know, for example, with all the produce that I keep doing with, planting, harvesting, blah, 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 you know you're going to take it to the farmer's market, and that's where you're going to see it sell because people will buy at the farmer's market. Same with getting to certain products that are being created. So I'm going to show you this, and you'll see that, and you could probably think right away of who it is that becomes the target market for the product. So I've already told you it says World's Best Mom. I realize as I've used whatever software I'm using, it's kind of backwards when it does the recording, and I just keep going forward with that. Maybe one of these times I'll actually figure out why and fix it, but for now I know this is going to show up backwards for you, and yet you're going to be able to see what it is and be able to see that the mom is spelled in music with M-O-N-M. My design, not really just it's my idea, but she made the design with the colors and everything. This shirt is for the mother of my children. I already have sent one to my own mother, and just today, and I won't show you her picture, but my mom sent me a picture of her in the shirt. She likes it quite a lot, and I am able to say I have been able to create, or at least been the part of the creation process of something that others want to buy. Obviously, this video will post after Mother's Day this year, so if you're interested in one of these, it'll be for next year that you can order it. It also has the option, I mean, this goes on a shirt, but it's through Etsy where you can put it on almost anything, it seems, that you would want to be able to put that on. So what does it become? It becomes something that can be, with a click, another one's being ordered and another one's being shipped. That makes it somewhat automatic. It makes it so it can be duplicated. I didn't just make one shirt and have one shirt, like me knitting one shirt, which I've not ever done knitting, but if I knit one shirt, I have one shirt to sell. But when I design a design to go on a shirt that gets printed, I can sell as many of those as people want to buy. This is why people become successful with passive income. They create things that will cause others to want to buy them, and they have it set up where lots of them can be printed to be able to get in the cells from the product. I have in my notes here to mention and talk about McDonald's and how it became something others wanted to buy. Jim Kroc was going around and he came across McDonald's because he was the one selling the soft serve ice cream machines, and he saw what was happening. They had changed up the model and it was working. And as he sat there enjoying the food and looking, he realized what was most valuable, not just the way that it flowed, but the name. He made a deal to be able to use that name on the franchises that he was setting up, and thus became the success that he is. You can watch his documentary and learn a bit more about him and how he did that, which could help you to be a success in life as well. I look forward to seeing you on the other side.